Hey y'all, welcome back to Just Jasa. I am Jasa, and if you are new, hello. I hope you love this video enough to subscribe, turn on your notifications, comment, and share. If not, if you are coming back, hey y'all. I'm super excited. So, excuse me while I log into work. That's another video we'll touch on. But today we'll be talking about never satisfied. That is the title of this video. And the crazy thing about this video is it plays into how I feel about work right now. But we're going to touch on that. While I get logged in, make sure that you check out the description box down below. I have put a bunch of links to all the different things that I'm doing right now. There is a link to buy my book. There's a link to sign up for my SheEO segment and the guest commentator segment at the end of the month, as well as the platform I have for my tutoring business, okay? So make sure you check that out. But enough about me. Like I said, today we will be talking about never satisfied. I have so many talking points on this topic just because that is something I'm constantly challenged with and something people always bring up. But we are going to get into that in grave detail. But let's get going. All right, y'all. Now with my ramble introduction. Okay, so like I said, I'm super excited. And today we are going to really be hitting on how, for me, I have always struggled with never being satisfied. This has played heavily into my appearance, my career, my education, just things that really made me feel like I had value. Okay, so I really want to start with jumping into my education. So for people that know me, obviously, you know, y'all, I've always been interested in so many things. I never believed I had to pick one thing as far as my career and what I want to do. And when you look at my track record, you know, that's not something I followed through on, right? So for me, I actually went to Savannah State and got my bachelor's in criminal justice. Okay, and when I went through it, my entire mindset was to be a juvenile defense attorney. You know, save the little black kids, do everything I can to change community. Then learned, okay, juvenile attorneys don't really have the same agenda as the attorney I saw in my head, right? So I changed it and I'm like, okay, that's the only thing I know that involves kids as well as getting into the justice system. Then I met my mentor, and she taught me about how her path led her to be a youth counselor for a while. And that was something that she really loved. So hearing about that, I was super excited, but I was almost done with my degree. Finished my degree, got out, went straight into my master's program. Literally, that I graduated in December because life happens, y'all. Another story for another day. But by January, I was in my master's program. Now, at the time, I chose to go ahead and do mental health counseling for children with disorders, right? So that was my focus. I was super excited, y'all. I got through maybe a quarter of the way. Super in love with the program. It's awesome. I love the knowledge. I loved the assignments, and I think that was one thing that I could tell was more of my passion. Just because when I was doing criminal justice, it was really hard for me to stay focused. I wasn't interested. It was just one of those, okay, we're here. So going into this program, I was super in love. But I took the opportunity to work as a teacher. So I super ambitious. I went in as an assistant teacher and was like, yeah, this is not for me. I absolutely love the kids, but I am not one to be following around trying to do tedious tasks when I'm a leader. That's what I want to do. I want to run my own class. So y'all, I looked it up. I heard, oh, you can get it done in a year. Psh, that's nothing. Let's go ahead and do this. So I went in as an assistant teacher by October. By May that following year, y'all, I was already hired on as a second grade teacher. And it was in my new master's program for elementary education. Right. So you hear my story a little bit and you just wonder, how did I go from this to this to this? And there's so many things that I can set it on. I can always give you, what was going on in my life to make you feel like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. When in reality, a lot of it was I wasn't satisfied. I just wanted to constantly grow and reach and reach and reach and have something for people to say, oh my gosh, did you hear what she did? Oh my goodness, did you see this? Oh, she's so talented. She's so advanced. She's done so many things. And yes, it's wonderful. It's great. But then we talk about where I am now. Yes, we're going to get real. But hold that thought. All right, y'all, I'm back. So, where was I off? So, yes, just giving you a background on my education and how for me it was more so a battle of learning who I am and saying no, right? So, for it's crazy because this video actually really ties in with the video for next week, just talking about the expectations that are put on us and the heights that will go in order to maintain this image. And for me, it began with working, it began with school, it began with just so many things that would add to my materialistic lifestyle. So here I am jumping from degree to degree in order to fulfill some desire to be in a position. And I get to teach my second grade class. It is nothing like my pre-K babies. It was tough. It was crazy to see these kids get exposed to the testing system, and they're not weaned on it. They're completely thrown into the deep end. And my job is to help them. My job is to make sure that they're prepared to go through this experience. And in that moment, for me at least, I realized I did all this schooling to seem like I was capable. And now here I am teaching kids how to do the same thing, how to push themselves through some of the hardest parts of their life as far as education wise, right? Because we know there's so many things that they're going to go through, and just be prepared. And it was very stressful for me. I remember coming home trying to just keep my composure because I felt like I was failing them. And to remind myself that I'm teaching them how to cope to do the same things I did made it even worse. So I say all that to say, to go back in a full circle, I was never satisfied because I felt like I was fulfilling so many other destinies, so many other people's dreams, and I was just falling short. So I stopped there. That was my first set of never being satisfied, right? So then I go into the idea of why am I doing this? Me and my husband had this conversation a lot. My mom kind of touched on it too when we talked. And it was the idea of everything I was doing, everything that I was putting in my bag, added value to me. Oh, well, I can say I have all these degrees. I can say I went here. I can say I've had this job. I've had this experience. It didn't add value. I lost myself. I lost my passion for teaching. I lost my passion for kids. I wasn't patient. I was exhausted, stressed out, angry, just all the things that went into what made me want to jump on that ledge to now I don't even want to be near it. I'm sorry, y'all. This summer gnats is just killing me. But here I am now thinking that without it, I wasn't valuable. Not to mention, I'm still trying to run my businesses. I'm still trying to record my videos. I'm still trying to look somewhat decent. I'm still trying to just have these different clothes that add to me. And I'm like, y'all, I'm drained. And once again, I'm not satisfied. I'm constantly making lists. I'm constantly trying to figure out how can I fill my day. I'm constantly planning 3-4 months in advance to a year to, okay, here, this is the big goal. This is where I'm trying to get. If I don't have this plan, if I don't have this goal, if I don't have this aspiration, I'm nothing. No one will value me. No one will see me. No one will acknowledge me. And what was so sad is that not only am I putting myself in that position, I allowed the people around me to put me in that position. I allowed people to only see my accomplishments instead of seeing me. I talk a lot. I'm goofy. I'm confident sometimes. I am struggling a lot of the time. I love to write. I love to learn. I'm an author. But once again, that's something that instead of keeping it as my passion, something I did out of high school, I did through high school, I did to make myself feel better, became a job, became another project, became a business, became something I hate doing. I have not wrote anything since my last book. And it's sad because I write for people. I write to share my story. I write to help myself, y'all. I do it for me. And here I am making everything a job. And now I lost my passion. I lost my groove. So my value in my mind went down. Now, fast forward to me being pregnant. Y'all, my pregnancy was hard. It was very hard. And it put me on my ass. I could not do anything. I was really struggling to work. Everything that I thought brought me value and that I worked so hard to get to, my pregnancy showed me that that's not where my value sat. It reminded me that sometimes I had to sit down and to be pushed back so aggressively, with meaning like I had to rest, I had to relax, I had to take it easy. It was crazy to realize all the different things that I was doing to myself. And that's what my pregnancy was, a moment of reflection. So here I am, not pregnant anymore, reevaluating my value, and I'm back in the same cycle, y'all. I have 2 more classes until my master's is done because I decided to have a baby, which I absolutely love, but it pushed my timeline back. So once again, my baby is slowing me down, not in a bad way, but in the sense that I needed it. And I'm still thinking about what's next, not enjoying the fact that, girl, you are almost done with your master's. I'm almost done with my master's. That's not what I'm saying to myself. That's not what I'm thinking. That's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on, okay, what am I going to do next? When am I starting my doctorate? Am I going to start my doctorate? Am I going back to mental health counseling that I absolutely love? Yes, I am. When? How am I going to do that? I have to take a period off between my last 2 classes and my student teaching for this degree, which leaves me with 9 months. And in those 9 months, I have already planned so many things I'm going to do for more certification to boost the same master's. Why? Why is that what I'm doing? Why is it that I can't sit and relish in my victory? Why is that? That has been my biggest question for years now. So thinking of this topic, it came about because that's where I am. I am learning to be satisfied with all the work I have put in. And I'm not speaking in a arrogant mindset, but I'm speaking in a sense that I have worked my butt off to get where I am. And not once have I sat back and said, you did that. Congratulations, girl. You made it. You did that. You worked your way. What does this mean to me? Now I'm here with my teaching degree, almost done, and I have no desire to go back to the classroom because it is wild out there, y'all. These kids is crazy, but it's something that I want to look into. I want to help them. I want to be a part of their lives. But why am I doing this? For the clout or for me? Right? So trying to keep up with everything, trying to have that desire to succeed again instead of trying to add to my resume. That has been my goal. That has been my project. That has been my life's just effort. I am trying my best to enjoy the success. And I can truly say, having my crying child, this is probably gonna be the new norm, y'all. I'm sorry, but I'm a mama now. This is my goal. I want to show him that you can have everything you set your mind to with boundaries, with success for yourself in mind, not to make it your value, not to have something to show off. It's you. It is for you. And by doing this, I am trying my best to put the work in. So instead of looking to work for someone else, I want to run my business. I want to go back to being an author. I want to talk to you guys every week. I love this. This is what brings me joy. But until it brings me money and some type of stability for my baby, we're going to keep pushing and we're going to do everything we have to. And that's also another topic that we'll be talking about this month that really hits home, and they all tie together. So I'm going to leave you with this. Satisfaction is not based on what you get out of it. it should be based on how it makes you feel. When you sit back and you think of all the memories, all the journey, all the lessons you learned, it shouldn't be, well, I can say that I did this. It should always sit in, I did good. I learned this. I am wiser, not more valuable. Because your value is internal. Your value is what you think of yourself. Your accomplishments are here when you're gone. It's not something you hold in your heart. You can't take it with you. It's a great story to tell, but the story shouldn't be paired with exhaustion. It shouldn't be paired with, yeah, well, I heard this person was doing this, so I'm doing that. Or, yeah, my mom always taught me I need to be here in life, so I'm going to work my way up here. We already have enough expectations, y'all. We already have enough ladders to climb. Don't add to it. Work your way up the ladder for yourself. If that is what you want to do, is that your goal? Is that what makes you happy? Not some societal standard, not some family quest, not some just expectation, y'all. And I can't say that I'm perfect because, like I said, I'm working on it. I'm doing my best. But I am here to remind you to find satisfaction in yourself, not all these crazy expectations. But I will leave you with that. So a little news. I have secured our SheEO for this month, so you can either expect it September 13th, or I'm thinking it might be added on to the beginning of that Friday's video, which I believe falls on the 15th. So we will have more information on that as I get closer to it. I just want to see how it's going to flow because this is our first one. I'm super excited. I will be posting the flyer for this awesome lady once I get it situated. It will probably be up by this afternoon. I'm thinking definitely, well, noon. It's already noon, so I'm thinking maybe by the end of the day, just to get everything situated. I want to make sure it's absolutely perfect, but I'm super excited. As you know, I am also trying to do guest commentary at the end of the month on my very last video, which is titled codependent to independent to dependent. Okay, yes, we're gonna get right into that one. It should be really nice, but I'm super excited for this month, everything that is in store. Please make sure you follow my Instagram page, add me on Facebook, follow me on TikTok, everything. I am everywhere at this point. And there is so much to do and so much to talk about. So I will not drag it out in this video, but you will have a very long description box below. So make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, and like and share this video. I enjoyed talking to you guys after my shift at work. Let me go take care of my baby. Y'all have a good day. Bye.